Hey YouTube Fragcom, how's it going? Ed here with another video, and today I'm going to talk about perhaps the two most important terms people use when describing fragrances, aside from what the fragrance actually smells like and how long it lasts. And those two terms are sillage and projection. Now, this video is aimed more at the newbies out there. Perhaps you're just getting into the fragrance game, maybe you've just found base notes, perhaps you've just discovered Fragrantica, or better still, perhaps you've made your way over to the YouTube fragrance community. Now, the more experienced guys out there, the more cultured noses, you already know what I'm gonna say. So unfortunately, you're just gonna have to discard this video. But anyway, projection. What do people mean when they talk about projection? Projection is the aura, the cloud, the kill zone, the bubble, whatever you want to call it, in which your fragrance envelops you in after you sprayed it on you. And anyone who steps into that zone can obviously smell you, or if you step into anyone else's personal space, they will be enveloped in your bubble, and again, they will smell you. And this cloud, this aura, this kill zone, whatever you want to label it, could extend a couple of inches, or it could extend a couple of feet, it all depends. Now, sillage. Sillage is a French word. To look at it, you would think that it was pronounced sillage, but it's not, it's pronounced sillage. And sillage is French for the wake left in the sea by a boat, or the trail of a boat, or in this case, scent trail in the air. If you step into an elevator after someone else has stepped out and you can smell their fragrance in the air, that is sillage. If someone's quickly walking past you in the hallway or whatever and they're able to get a whiff of your fragrance, that is sillage. Say for example you're sitting on a bus, you're commuting home, it's a hot summer's day, someone rolls down the windows, and people sitting around you who previously weren't able to smell your fragrance now catch whiffs of it. That is sillage at work. Sillage is caused by the construction of the fragrance, temperature, atmosphere, and movement. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick example of different fragrances that I own in my collection that have different levels of, on my skin, projection and sillage. Note, this isn't going to be a first impressions, it's not going to be a note breakdown, it's not going to be a review, but I will say that the fragrances that I'm about to show you, as well as a whole bunch more, I'm going to review all of them at some point in time. Now, here we have, I hope this shows up on the cam, this is Mugler Cologne by Thierry Mugler. On my skin, this has average projection, but above average sillage. Next here we have Creed's Virgin Island Water. On my skin, this has average projection, I'd say, but good sillage. And moving on next to Acqua di Parma Colonia Intensa, absolute gem of a fragrance. This has great projection, and this also has great sillage. And next up we have, this is a 4mm mini of Black Orchid by Tom Ford. This has beastly projection and beastly sillage. And to round things off, I have another niche fragrance here. This is just a little sample of Colonia by Acqua di Genova. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Now, this has, admittedly on my skin, it has poor projection and it has poor sillage. However, it is such a beautiful fragrance. It is so well blended and so well put together. I hear a lot of people talking about close quarters, close combat fragrances, and that is definitely a summertime close combat fragrance that is kind of meant to be enjoyed for a limited period of time in a specific setting. But my point is, just because something isn't a projection beast or a project or a sillage monster, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't buy it. I've always been of the belief that if you like the smell of something, you should purchase it. It doesn't matter if it's a women's fragrance, a bargain basement cheapy fragrance. It doesn't matter if it's high-end niche. It doesn't matter if it's designer. If you like the smell, buy it. Projection and sillage should be secondary concerns. So, to sum things up, projection is the bubble or the aura that surrounds your body, and sillage is the scent trail left in the air that people can smell when they're not in your immediate projection zone. I hope that's been of some help. I hope that's been of some use. Hope you guys in the FradCom have enjoyed this video, and I shall speak to you all soon. Cheers for watching, guys, and take care.